Hello humans, I'm Yoshiller and welcome back to some more Kirby Super Star Ultra in this REDUX walkthrough of mine. In this part, I should be continuing on with the Milky Way Wishes mode, but before I actually do so, I'm going to show all of the stuff that I did in the previous two parts. So as you can see, the sun and the moon are still fighting. I ventured to all of the planets, activated all of the star rods in each one so that I can summon the Galactic Nova, who will grant me one wish. And using this one wish, I hope to get the sun and the moon to stop fighting each other. So here we go. Hopefully everything works out. Hopefully I can just finish the mode in this part, and hopefully I can continue on with the rest of this game, huh? So let's go ahead and resolve this drastic change of events. So this is Galactic Nova. He's a giant clock thing who will grant me one wish, and he speaks in all caps. And just when I think that everything is about to go right, Marx comes and interrupts me. If you forget who Marx is, Marx appeared in the first part of the Milky Way Wishes mode. He was the one that told me that the sun and the moon were fighting, and that the only way to stop them would be to summon the Galactic Nova. However, in summoning the Galactic Nova, he came and stole my wish, and he took my wish away from me. And now he's asking for ultimate power. Now he's evil and stuff. Yes, he planned this whole thing out, and it worked for him, and now I'm in trouble. Or am I? I mean, I'm Kirby. I've dealt with so much other stuff in the past, and sure, I might just be floating here in space, but I can defeat Marx. So here we go. All hope is not lost just yet. I have the power from all of the other planets, and using this, I will get this little space glider thingy. Yeah! Now, truth be told, the game is about to get really, really awesome in just a second. So yeah, everything's falling apart, but slowly but surely I can fix all of this one thing at a time. And the first thing I have to do is take on the Galactic Nova. Finish him off so that I can prevent him from being summoned ever again. And yeah, now the game is a rail shooter. How do you like that? Can you imagine playing this back in the day, back on your Super Nintendo, and all of a sudden you're playing this and it becomes a rail shooter? Like, that's just awesome. This game is full of so many good ideas. Yeah, fun stuff, fun stuff. And it's something fancy because this game isn't meant to be a rail shooter. It just has a rail shooter segment here in this part of the game. And I think it's actually really, really awesome. So yeah, just make sure you have full health. Everything you run into will deal damage to you. Anything that hits you will deal damage to you. The camera will slowly pan, so be sure that you don't get crushed, because if you get crushed between the camera and some sort of solid space here on the map, you will die. And, yep, the camera is slowly speeding up. Now it's quickly speeding up. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. No, I died. Okay, well, that's what you don't want to do. Let me try that again, But like I was saying, and as you can see here, this part of the mode is a rail shooter, and I gotta think that the developers were just sitting around and saying, hey, you know, it'd be cool, let's make this part of the game a rail shooter, and the developers were like, I don't know, that sounds a little tricky, and then the creator of the game was like, no, we're gonna do that, that's amazing, and they did it, and here we go, now we have a rail shooter, hooray! It's a drastic change of pace, but hey, this game's been full of surprises, so why not just change the gameplay while you're at it to add another surprise, and if you don't like it, don't worry, it doesn't last for too long, but if you do like it, then enjoy it while you can, because it does not last for too long. Now, I can't tell if I'm doing better or worse this time. I really don't know. Obviously, this isn't a perfect run. I've already gotten hit. I'm no good at this segment of the game, but oh, I do really appreciate all the ideas that they have in this game, including this bit here, because it's awesome. Okay, here we go. Slowly but surely. I think I'm doing better this time. I have about half my health left. Oh, yep. We're really speeding up. Okay, now we've got a boss. Yep, throughout this entire game, this game has been a platformer. You've been fighting bosses in the traditional Kirby format. Now, this game is suddenly a rail shooter, and you have to fight a boss while you do this rail shooter segment. The boss is easy enough. Start shooting all these little blaster things in these pillars, and once you destroy all of them, you will defeat the boss. However, the catch is, once you destroy a bunch of them, you start going backwards. If you've destroyed everything up to this point, then going backwards isn't too difficult, but if you haven't, then of course you'll be going backwards, and you'll have to shoot stuff like this in an awkward fashion. Again, really interesting concepts for a game like this. And there you go, I've destroyed all of these pillars. The Galactic Nova is destroyed! Sorry, but you need to be gone. Okay, so that's over with. He has, like, no emotions, apparently, huh? Okay, that's taken care of, but of course, there's a bigger threat at hand, and that's Marx himself. So let me go and take on Marx. Here we go. Get ready, humans, because this is a very tricky boss fight, and I only have about half of my health because I got bashed in that rail segment. Whew! Alright, I'll go with the hammer. Alright, we are the Fighting Hammer Duo, and we're gonna take on Marx. Here we go. Alright, this is Marx, a very tricky boss. In the original Kirby Superstar, he is the final boss of the game. He has a variety of different attacks that can deal a ton of damage and are rather tricky to avoid. With this attack, he'll drop a bunch of seeds. Wherever the seeds fall, do not stand on top of that area, or else little vines will shoot out of the ground and hurt you. Like I said, he does a ton of damage to you, and he has a variety of different attacks. He likes to teleport all over the screen. I'm almost done with this fight. Maybe I can beat him maybe I can beat him without dying. You know? Maybe this isn't so difficult. I used to remember this boss fight being a lot more challenging. Okay, well, I guess that's it. Marx has been defeated! Get out of here. Is that really it? Well, okay then. I swear that Marx used to be more difficult, but alas, this is not the end of the game. In the original Kirby Superstar, this would have been more difficult. Whoa, that looks really creepy. But in the original Kirby Superstar, this would have been the end of the game, or at least about the end of the game. There is some extra stuff you can do in Kirby Superstar, and I'll go over that once I, you know, finish up this mode. But, yeah. That boss fight, I swear, used to be more difficult, but alas, there's plenty of more stuff that I have to do in this game. But this mode is over. The Milky Way Wishes mode has been completed. The Sun and the Moon are done fighting. Marx has been defeated. Galactic Nova is gone, and Kirby can now rest. And now, as he is resting, we will be greeted to the credits of this game. Now, there have been credits in all the other modes. Well, not all of them, but there have been credits in Spring Breeze, and there have been credits in the Great Cave Offensive, so it only makes sense to have credits in this mode too, because like I was saying in the original Kirby Superstar, this pretty much was the end of the game. Now, again, this game is full of great ideas. The original is full of great ideas, and the remake definitely expands upon those ideas and does something great. However, this is not the end of the game. Like I've been saying, this is Kirby Superstar Ultra. This isn't just Kirby Superstar. Kirby Superstar Ultra has a ton of extra stuff that I have to do. So even though it's playing the credits here, trust me, I am not near the end of the game just yet. I'd say that the journey's only about halfway over, if anything. Fun stuff, though. Fun stuff. Yeah! And like I said, in the original Kirby Superstar, there's still some extra stuff that you can do, and I will be showing that extra stuff in this game too, because whatever's in the original Kirby Superstar is also here in some form or another. But oh man, I love this game. And you know the interesting thing is, when I originally did a walkthrough for Kirby Superstar Ultra, I didn't cover any of the stuff that was exclusive to Superstar Ultra. I only did like a couple of modes. I don't even think I covered this mode. That's how bad that walkthrough was. So hopefully in this REDUX walkthrough, I will properly showcase everything in the game. Yeah, there's plenty of other stuff that I still have to record, and I'll slowly but surely take care of everything. But yeah. Be sure to thank everybody that's here in the credits, because they worked really hard on this game. And I don't know if it's the same team that did the original Kirby Superstar. Well, I know that the sound department is John Ishikawa and Hirokazu Ando. You guys are amazing composers. Stick around forever. They're still doing Kirby music, and that makes me really happy. But they are great composers. As for the rest of the people that worked on this game, I don't know if it's the same team from the original Kirby Superstar or not. I gotta imagine that there are definitely some people that stuck around, but I don't know how many of them there actually are. But yeah. This game is actually recapping all of the events that happened, not just in Milky Way Wishes, but throughout the entire game up to this point. So you got Spring Breeze, you got Dyna Blade, you got Great Cave Offensive, Gourmet Race, Meta Knight's Revenge, and then eventually we'll get to Milky Way Wishes. So yeah, these are all the cinematic cutscenes that they made just for this game. All those little 3D moments only appear in this game, and they're showing clips from each of them, highlight moments, so to speak. Here we go. Now we're at Milky Way Wishes. Oh, Marx. You were around for such a short amount of time. You died so easily, dude. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say at this point. I'm just trying to stall out until the credits actually finish up, because, I don't know, I guess this part, in terms of gameplay, was pretty short. I think the credits are going to take up just as long as the gameplay takes up of this video, if that makes sense. This video is like half gameplay, half credits. That's what I'm trying to get at. Ugh. And I apologize if my gameplay was horrible, and I apologize if my commentary is horrible. But hopefully, future parts of this walkthrough will be more enjoyable, and hopefully the previous parts of this walkthrough have been enjoyable, and hopefully this part of this walkthrough has been enjoyable. Alright, there we go. We're nearing the end of the credits. They're saying all that copyright stuff. They always stick that at the end. Hooray! Woo! And there we go. Oh, and I see some of the planets in the background there. Was that there the entire time? Or are those now just showing up? Because I wasn't really noticing that earlier. But here we go. Thank you, HAL Laboratory, and thank you, Nintendo, for this amazing game and for this amazing remake that I am playing right now for this video, for my channel, for you guys to see. for your viewing pleasure. Hooray! Okay, so we should be done with the credits, right? Oh, nope, we have to have a nice little victory animation from Kirby as he rides away on his warp star in space! In style, and more, yep. Yep, because this is Kirby Super Star Ultra. There's more stuff, humans, there's more stuff. And okay, the credits should finally be over, so hopefully I can show off what that stuff is. Here we go! More stuff! So yeah, the Arena Mode and Revenge of the King have been unlocked. The Arena Mode is in the original Kirby Superstar, Revenge of the King is new. So because of that, I will actually be doing the Arena Mode in the next part, and I'll do Revenge of the King afterward. But for now, that about wraps up this part of Kirby Superstar Ultra in this REDUX walkthrough of mine, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. See you all next time in the next part when I take on the Arena Mode and start doing all this extra stuff in this game. Bye-bye, humans!